What is up? Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It's your host, Galadon. It is episode number 232 of No Cash Clash, and indeed, this is the episode I wish I never had to make. But before I get into that explanation, a quick way to help out the channel is, of course, to subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, please just take a second, click that button, turn on notifications, like the video. It helps a great deal. Okay, so yes, it is true that this series is 232 episodes old, and it's also true that we began with episode 1 saying, there's no way I'm going to get 1 million views. And then I also never would have predicted that in about 2 years' time, we could have over 230 episodes of this series, No Cash Clash, without ever spending a penny. Yet, here we are, and here's the problem. All of the upgrades, and I know Town Hall 14 players, I know you want me to shut up because it's easy at Town Hall 13, but all of the upgrades take a really long time. So I am left with pretty much no alternative but to not exactly pause this series, but it's really got to slow down. I would love to bring you every other day episodes of No Cash Clash like we did in the past, but it's really not a possibility unless, and this is where I turn to you, and I always turn to my viewers. I turn to them to ask them to use code Galadon, and I turn to them to ask them for input on what do you guys think we should do at this point? I mean, the upgrades are so few and far between right now that for the most part, there's no real way to put out consistent content about No Cash Clash. I mean, you're looking at, of course, a Sneaky Goblin Super Wall Breaker raid, and I'll tell you real quick, the suggestion of try farming with different armies really has limited value. I mean, if you guys want to see that really, then I guess I could do that, but I feel like we've kind of been down that road, and I'm not going to become a professional war attacker either. So what are we left with at this point? When it's 7 to 10 days between upgrades, we have to wait so long, and I really can't put together an 8 to 12 minute video about one upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, let's get to some actual work here on the heroes. This really has become my top priority on this account and on Gold Pass Clash. I love to level up heroes to the point that I think sometimes I get them done too soon, and then we're left with nowhere to put the Dark Elixir, so I need to try to keep myself in check as best as possible. But oftentimes, like right here, you'll notice that this just seemed like the natural thing to do. Use the gold on walls, and then we've got 223,000 Dark Elixir sitting here. Let's go ahead and get the Royal Champion up to level 11. It felt like it was designed for me to do that, and I realized, yes, I could have used the gold on an expo or something else important like that, and now that I think about it, well, no, here's the point. See, I had all of that Dark Elixir, and it would have been wasted, it would have been overflowing, it would have been stolen, so I always say it's better to spend it than let somebody else steal it, okay? So again, this is an episode where I'm turning to you and telling you, hey, bring me some suggestions, otherwise you ain't gonna see much No Cash Clash for a while. I'm sorry, but like one episode a week is probably about the best I can do, unless there's some other alternative, and of course we could always start another series, and now that I think about it, maybe I should kind of focus on that every town hall maxed out, right? That's something we could do. I mean, we would have to pretty much start a Town Hall 11 from scratch, but it's also a series idea. Now, I also figure here I am basically wasting time talking about almost nothing, which I could also do every single episode. But I did want to share a funny anecdote. And for those of you that have been following the channel for a long time and know about Chief Pat and the early days of Clash of Clans, I thought this is a story that Pat has told in a public forum as well. So I'll go ahead and embarrass myself a little bit and share this one with you guys. So back in the early days of traveling to Helsinki, Finland, Chief Pat and I used to go a lot, and we bonded pretty quickly. We became good friends. Obviously, you know, the family connection was there as well. But so we were in Helsinki, or no, was it Poland? I actually don't remember. I think it was Helsinki. I think it was Finland. Chief Pat and I were there for an event of some sort. Maybe it was casting. And you know, when you're casting or when you're sitting down, sometimes you're a little bit restricted, right? You're sitting down, and when you get a chance to stand up for the first time in a while, sometimes things move around. And what I'm trying to say was, well, I had a little bit of gas. and we were on our way back. We got to the elevator for the hotel, and there's this running joke between Pat and I about who gets the higher floor, and whichever one of us gets the higher floor must be the more important person, and obviously that was a big deal to us, so it's fun to argue about petty things. But okay, so we're going back to the hotel, and lo and behold, Galadon is on the 6th floor. Chief Pat is on the 9th floor, so Pat gets the higher floor this trip, but he came to regret it. Because as we said our goodbyes in the elevator, as I hopped off on the 6th floor, I left him a parting gift. And, yeah. So that happened. I hopped off the elevator, the door closed promptly, and Chief Pat got to suffer the next 3 floors up of, well, let's just say, yeah. He has not forgotten this. He has not forgotten this, and he loves to retell this story. I don't know why. I mean, you know, it's one of those things that happens. It's a natural human function. And, you know, so, yeah, he paid for being on the higher floor. But, okay, so, yeah, that's one of my favorite Chief Pat Galadon stories. But we have so many. I've been to Helsinki, Finland 23 times. Unfortunately, we have not gone back, of course, because of COVID. But maybe someday we'll start to get those trips out there again. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, also, Supercell headquarters has been relocated. Since we have all last gone, they have this brand new dedicated building. You may have seen it on Twitter if you follow any of their accounts. They tweet some pictures every now and then. It is pretty awesome, and I definitely would like to go back. But, you know, we'll see how that works out. In the meantime, I'm out on the West Coast and enjoying the beautiful weather out here. And, yeah, what else can we talk about? No, seriously, that's the problem. What am I going to do? I'm going to show you guys 800 billion sneaky goblin raids and talk about how exciting it is to use the same army every time. Now, I will admit that when I do these attacks and I get the perfect loot like you see right here, that's exciting. I enjoy this. Like, hey, wait, one more star. Let's destroy one more building and pick up the 2nd star. I really like doing this, and it doesn't get old for me. And if you come by the live streams, you'll see me doing this pretty much every single night, but I have to ask you, the viewers, do you guys really want to see this? Oh, by the way, that was record loot. That was record loot. Oh my gosh, that was record loot. Oh well. Anyway, okay. Oh man, yeah. This video was supposed to be about record loot, and there it was. By the way, you know, now I've ruined that one because now I can't talk about record loot. And now we're in the status report, oh man. See what happens when you run your mouth too much? Okay, so this was a weird episode, you guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you if you are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. We'll do another Q&A very soon. I want a 7th builder, but I don't think it's going to happen. Galafam, thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag Galafam. That is why I love thinking about and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, month, and week, and year, and be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. And I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, the video you didn't want to make. Stop teasing us. I thought you were done.